Today we are going to look at a brief summary of a poem called The Owl and the Nightingale. This poem was written around the 12th or the 13th century. It is believed that this poem was written by Master Nicholas of Guilford. Guilford is a town in southern England. In the center is the medieval Guilford Castle with landscaped gardens and views from its square tower. Guilford House, a 17th century manor house with a walled garden. Nearby is Watts Gallery Artists' Village, showing Victorian paintings and sculptures. I'll link their website in the description below. If you're curious about them, you can check them out. The poem starts off when a man is out on a walk on a summer day. He overhears the owl and the nightingale arguing with each other. Sometimes they would argue loudly and sometimes softly, and they kept arguing without any respect to their opponent. Neither of the two birds were ready to back down. The debate kept going on and on as neither the owl nor the nightingale was giving up. The debate stretched for hours without any result. Finally, in this stanza, we get to know that it was the nightingale who started this debate. The nightingale sits high up a tree, surrounded by flowers and bushes, singing her songs beautifully. Her singing was so perfect that it felt heavenly. So the sound of a harp and a flute is considered very peaceful. Here, these instruments are used to show how beautifully the nightingale sings. Now we are told the place where the owl lives. The owl lives on the stalk of a tree or the trunk of the tree. The owl used to spend most of her time in the shade. So, the nightingale spies on the owl, and when she sees the owl, she winces or makes a face. Basically, the nightingale starts to abuse the owl from this point on, and the owl tolerates this till the end of the day. The owl bursts out of anger and says, "How do you like my song?" The owl also threatens the nightingale, but the nightingale replies that the owl's threats were of no use as long as she doesn't get out of her tree. The poem goes on, but we're going to study it till here. If you want to check out the rest of the poem, please do. I'll post the link in the description. This poem is a debate between the two birds. The nightingale lives a life of superiority. She considers herself superior to others. She insults the owl on her songs and looks, until the owl bursts out of anger and fights back. The owl also threatens the nightingale, but her threat goes in vain. With this, we have come to an end of this video lesson. I hope you have found this video informative. As usual, you'll find a short summary of this poem on the website. Make sure to check it out. I'll mention the link in the description. If you enjoy these videos and see a purpose behind watching them, please like the video and comment down below. Until then, catch you guys later and talk to you on the next one.